Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video. Look what we got here. Looky. Alright, so LR Tech UI Goku tonight on Global Dokkan. I would say pretty big W. 4 hours, and we are going to see LR Tech UI Goku actually dropping on Global Dokkan. Then we're going to have the 3 EZAs, Jiren, 17 in Golden Frieza, and Team Universe 7. They come in, essentially 3 days. And then, again, I've mentioned it several times, but I believe we're going to see Topo on the 12th. So this is going to be a lot of characters, a lot of things coming very fast for Global Dokkan. I do anticipate, especially with the info that Global is going to be getting the Supreme Magnificent Battle as well, the, Universal Survival Saga one, Jiren, LR Carnival Jiren, I feel like is probably coming in August too. So I think like UI Goku is, tonight, technically the 5th. I think Topo will be on the 12th, and I think Jiren will probably be on the 19th. And then there's going to be a dual Dokkan Fest on like the 29th. So just understand, I mean, this is the sync, right? I maintain that the game is going to be better having the sync actually happen. This is kind of just an unfortunate consequence. As far as I'm aware, we don't really have info on what UI Goku's banner is going to look like. So occasionally, someone actually just replied, does the banner image not drop with the data download? It does occasionally if the banner is actually animated, right? Like they'll have kind of like, I mean, I guess I could just, to show what I'm talking about, I could just pull up one of my streams. Hold on. All right, so when we see it early in the data download, it's when it's got like the little like flashing effect, right? So like we saw it for one quick second right there, but that little like flashing effect that actually takes place on the banner, like the Dokkan Festival symbol and stuff like that, that's when we could see the banner early. Like the Tanabata banner typically does have that as well. Here, let me hold on. Okay, so again, that kind of like the way the Dokkan Fest, like it's like flashing, that's when we actually get the banner early. But unfortunately, it's not, we did not know, that Beast Gohan was going to have the tickets. The Global Beast Gohan banners were going to have the tickets until the banner actually dropped. So, as of right now, I think any guess is in play. Could we see the UI Goku banner have the Gogeta type of discounts, right? Like the Gogeta and Broly type of discounts? Could it just be like what Beast Gohan and the Gammas were for Global? I would guess there is probably going to be some extra special thing because, we do have, it actually is too much dropping in a short amount of time. This is not what one of these games would typically do. It's just because they're going to sync Global up. There's no, like, the only solution that would satisfy free-to-play players is like, all right, here's a special one-time 3,000 stone bonus. And everyone goes, okay, yeah, great. But like they're not gonna do something that ridiculous, right? But I would imagine there's probably something special coming with this UI Goku banner. Some easier way to summon, like again, like the tickets, or maybe missions that could get a ton of like tickets for the banner or something like that. All right, guys. I just took a quick pause just to confirm to see if we could find something. There are tickets in here, and Proton has dropped his thread in the meantime, so we have the full details of everything. Now, the ticket, we'll see. I would assume there is some way to get a healthy amount of these for free, but that's just a guess, right? Because of how close this banner is to other Dokkan Fest LR level banners, I would assume there's a way to get these. Now, of course, definitely you could pay to get them with Pilaf Trove and stuff like that. But again, I'm not really going to be too shocked if you're going to be able to get these, via missions or something like that as well. So, of course, we got UI Goku and Dispo. We'll just look at their stats in a second here. We have the new UI Goku Dokkan event stage to get his medals, sure. Okay, yep, I thought so. So the Supreme Magnificent Battle, it's the first 4 stages. This is exactly the way it was on JP. You drop the first 4 stages, and then the other 2 stages, UI Goku and Frieza, they'll come later during the celebration. I would assume when they drop, they're going to drop with Jiren, I would guess. But again, there's very little time in August. So we'll see. So this, by the way, this will be the hardest fight on Global. The Super Saiyan God, the Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta fight, that is going to be the hardest fight on Global. What's funny is Global is also going to get the Cell Max fight, which is very difficult as well. So Global is going to just get spammed with all these stages now. There's the Android 17 Burst Mode. There, of course, is a wallpaper for UI Goku. And then the tickets. So, again, I mean, I'm certain that you'll be able to buy these, but I would lean towards being able to get these from missions as well. And this is what the JP banner looked like. I feel like this is what the global banner is going to look like, too. I mean, I know people are going to say, but, like, we just had these guys, stuff like that. Like, we've seen this a million times before. I saw gold players talking about potentially Rose. I feel like Rose won't be here because Rose hasn't returned on JP yet either. So both versions will probably just get Rose's return at the same time. I mean, that would be nice if Rose jumped in here over some other character. Who is another character? Like, obviously, Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Fat Boo will return probably on both versions at the same time. So, I mean, a lot of those characters. TEQ Vegeta will probably return on both versions at the same time. So, I don't really expect any of that level of character, but we'll see. I mean, obviously, they can make this banner a lot better if, like, TEQ Vegeta's on it or something like that, for sure. TEQ Vegeta is still one of the best characters in the game. All right, so there's that. UI Goku is very good. I mean, players are not really going to have stones and stuff like that at this point. It's just kind of the way things are going to go, right? Like, things are moving very fast and stuff. But, I mean, if you could pull him, he's going to be very helpful because the two hardest fights in the game, which Global are now going to get, are going to be dodge-canceling fights. You're going to have very nasty dodge-canceling phases. And when you're transformed with UI Goku, when you've got his domain up in this form, you are able to have your whole team able to dodge. So it's really, really important and impactful to have this guy ready to go against these major bosses that do have dodge canceling, right? So that's kind of a huge thing to consider there. Overall, he's pretty good. I could pull up one of my last tier lists like usual. I do kind of think that he's just kind of, you know, pretty much in kind of a similar spot. Okay. All right. Busy night. A lot of things are going on. Yeah, but TEQ Goku is very good if you're going to be able to get a hold of him. He's got a great leader skill. Oh, the tier list is what I was going to pull up. Yeah, sorry. There's a lot going on right now. There's dropping a lot of stuff at the exact same moment. Okay. So this right here. I mean, I feel like I'm fine with everything. These three, I feel like in my head, I can constantly rearrange these three. AGL UI, in Evolution Blue Vegeta, and TEQ UI. I feel like those three are above Jiren, but they're kind of in the same tier. I wouldn't change these four. I wouldn't change those two. It's just these three in my head I'm constantly rearranging. That's all. So, like, you know, TEQ UI could be as high as number 3 overall in the game, or as low as number 5. But his lead, he, of course, Dokkan Fest LRs, guess what? Always have got the best leader skills. I mean, you could run TEQ UI, you know, Universal Survival Saga has, as you guys see, half of the top 10. And then Realm of Gods, you can grab Blue Gogeta, and Trust Will, you get Beast Gohan, and you quickly see that TEQ UI Goku basically has the entire top 10 outside of Cell Max on his team. Every character on here except for Cell Max is on UI Goku's team. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Wait, and Broly. Broly's not on it either. Yeah, Broly is not on his leader skill. So, Broly and Cell Max. But they're kind of both on super bosses and stuff, right? So, yeah, TEQ UI Goku, if you could get him, I mean, it'll be awesome. It's going to be very tough. Hopefully the tickets will come through for a lot of y'all. I am really leaning towards, certainly you're able to get some tickets for free. I would be shell-shocked if they're like, all right, here's your 70th Dokkan Fest LR banner in a row. Good luck! Like, I don't think they're doing that. I don't think so. Dispo is pretty solid. He's a very decent character. He doesn't really... The problem here is that Global is going to get the Goku and Frieza fight probably in 2 weeks, but we'll see exactly when it's going to be. And that's going to have the Universe 11 mission, which is very tough. If you think you want to summon to get Dispo to help you for that mission, you could close that shit up right now. Dispo doesn't really help very much. Again, he doesn't against Goku and Frieza. There's a dodge canceling phase in there. Now, sure, you could have TEQ UI Goku. And Dispo does have type advantage. So Dispo is really only in danger if he gets supered against 17 and Golden Frieza. But it's a dodge canceling fight. It has locking. And there's the 10 million damage check. Dispo is a character that builds up a lot in a fight that it's not super easy to build up because of how many toxic mechanics the bosses are throwing at you. And it's just very difficult for Dispo to actually be able to do the damage required to actually damage Goku and Frieza. So what Dispo is likely going to do is you get to Goku and Frieza, Dispo will super 4 times for 0 damage 4 times is what's probably going to happen. So it's a struggle. I don't know why they dropped the Goku and Frieza mission, which is very tough, the Universe 11 Goku and Frieza mission, and they give 2 Universe 11 characters in this celebration, EZA Tech Jiren and Dispo, who are not good for the fight whatsoever. AGL Jiren is really good for the fight, but Tech Jiren struggles mightily, and so does Dispo, so a little unfortunate there. Then we have these 3 EZA characters. These guys come a few days later. As you guys can see, they drop on the 8th, so again, the avalanche of content for Global is continuing until basically October, right? So Jiren, here we go. Jiren shows up, and he is going to be able to, he can be effective. The problem with Jiren is that he has so many, like he's a potential man unit. Turn 1, he's pretty good when he's guarding with damage reduction. But the major issue with this character is twofold. Number 1, he needs to be hit. Right, you need to get up to 5 hits to get this active skill. The active skill turn is huge if you're going up against like Goku and Frieza, one of these huge bosses. Obviously, you do want the active skill against the big boss, but it's very difficult to do that. Get hit 5 times is just not easy, especially for Tech Jiren, who is very weak defensively most of the time. Outside of turn 1, you can't put him in slot 1. This is a slot 2 or slot 3 character that has to get hit 5 times. It's very uncomfortable and difficult to get a lot of times. And then this is what really hurts him. I have no idea what they were thinking. I have no idea what they were thinking with this. This is so hard to get. Remember, this is turn 5 from his first turn, not start of battle. Makes it really annoying to get. And there's HP conditions all over for it. So it's just very problematic. When Jiren has this up, if he's got his active up and stuff like that, he looks good, but it's just very difficult. It's one of these, in theory, like he's solid, but when you're actually just doing these events, it doesn't really work out so well. This character is just very basic, but very good. It is very difficult for them to take any damage whatsoever in slot 2 or 3. They're very good like that, period. That's it. They're just very tanky in slot 2 or 3. Then you have this character, which is really strong. They have multiple turn support right here, which is very helpful. They're a support. They do good damage. They got crit. They have all types of stuff. A very, very good character. So there's the global data download. We know when TEQ UI Goku's coming out. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.